Yo, what is going on, guys? It is yours truly, LastChanceFPS, or you guys are calling me by my name Chance. And I think it's pretty safe to say that the vast majority of us already knew that skill-based matchmaking was pretty bad here in Modern Warfare. But how would it make you guys feel if I told you that some new information regarding skill-based matchmaking has surfaced in the Call of Duty community that actually proves that it is way worse than what we already thought it was?
How do you do that? How do you do that?
So what's going on, guys, and thank you to everyone that tuned into today's video. And quickly, before we do get on with the rest of today's video, I just wanted to quickly say that I do apologize for the lack of videos lately. Your boy has just been slacking lately, and it's been almost like a week now since I've uploaded my last video. I try to hold myself accountable as much as possible in terms of uploading as much content as I possibly can, but that just hasn't been the case lately. So again, like I said, I do apologize for the lack of videos lately, and I hope you guys can kind of understand where I'm coming from as well, and please do not crucify me in the comments down below. So like the title of today's video says, we're going to be talking about that dreaded topic of skill-based matchmaking. That one thing that I just cannot stand in Call of Duty games nowadays. No! Now, you guys will probably also remember that a couple weeks ago on my channel, I made my own video regarding skill-based matchmaking, and I proved that it was indeed in the game when I was playing on a reverse boosted account, because I noticed a lot of the times the kids I was getting matched up against were pretty terrible for the most part. But a flaw in my video was I didn't have any hard evidence or numbers to prove that it was in the game. It was more or less me just kind of going off my feelings when playing the game. But what influenced today's video is that two other YouTubers by the name of The Exclusive Ace as well as Drifter did a joint collaboration project to prove if skill-based matchmaking was indeed in Modern Warfare, as well as how strict it actually is. Now, I found both of their videos pretty interesting because not only did they use hard data or anecdotal evidence to prove that it was indeed in the game, but a lot of what they had to say from their results, I could definitely resonate and make connections to my experience and what I said in my own video. Now, do I agree with everything they had to say in their videos? Of course not, but I'm still going to be giving full credit to both of them with their videos down in the description down below, as well as my video, just so you guys can be basically caught up with everything that I'm going to be talking about in today's video. Because there's definitely something that I wanted to kind of hone in with today's video that they did not mention, because now I have a lot better understanding about skill-based matchmaking.
Nice.
So I hope you guys go on to enjoy the rest of today's video. And of course, if you guys haven't already, definitely drop a like on today's video, as well as commenting down below your guys' thoughts. Subscribe to the channel and turn on bell notifications so you guys get notified every single time I upload a new video here on my channel. Follow my Twitch and all of my social medias that will of course have linked down in the description down below if you guys haven't already followed me on those. And yeah, guys, with all that stuff being said, let's get on with the rest of today's video. So the first point of emphasis that I want to talk about in this video, guys, is that skill-based matchmaking is in Modern Warfare. Like, there is no denying that. I think a lot of you would agree with that statement, but figuring out how strict it is was a completely different task. Now, I already thought skill-based matchmaking was pretty strict in this game, and believe it or not, from their video test results, that it is indeed pretty strict in this game.
This is bullshit.
But when they said that it was pretty strict in this game, I was like, yes, I knew it. I just felt it when playing this game in general for public matches, because I bet a lot of you would agree that it seems like every single lobby, you're just getting matched up against the sweatiest of sweatiest tryhards. And to be quite frank, it's just not fun. And I don't understand why these developers continue to implement skill-based matchmaking in their games, let alone extremely strict skill-based matchmaking.
Stop it. Get some help.
The next point of emphasis that I want to go over with you guys was figuring out what were the main factors in skill-based matchmaking for it to determine what type of players you're actually getting matched up against. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I thought it would pretty much be like the standard stuff, like a player's KD or even like their win-loss ratio, because I think those stats most accurately depict the skill level of a player, and I wouldn't even include their like score per minute, because that could vary drastically game mode to game mode. But according to their test results, the main factor of skill-based matchmaking in Modern Warfare is, believe it or not, your recent game performance.
What?
Woo! What the fuck?
Now, when I heard this absolutely blew my mind, and I find this to easily be the leading factor of skill-based matchmaking in this game. And my reasoning for that, and I bet a lot of you could also relate to me with this point, is that it seemed like whenever I played public matches, if I had a couple really good games in a row, like KD-wise, or maybe even if I like win the game, the very next game, I'll be put in a lobby with nothing but sweaty tryhards that are pretty much equal of my skill level. Now, figuring out how much of the recent games is accurate, like is it every like 5 games, is it 10, 15 games, we don't know that answer, but I think it is easily somewhere between 5 to 10 games, because it seemed like I said, every time I had a couple string of good games in a row, the next game I was expecting to be put up against kids that were really, really good.
Spawn die, spawn die, spawn die, spawn die, spawn die, spawn die!
And I'm glad that they pointed this out in their video, because I couldn't get my finger on this. Like, I knew there was something going on in the game that was just really funky to me, but when they brought up the recent game performance, a bulb lit up in my head. Like, I'm like, oh yep, that's what it was. That is 110% in this game. So this is going to perfectly transition into this final point of emphasis that I wanted to make in this video. And after I explain this to you guys are just gonna roll your eyes and be like, oh my God, why did I not see this? And this is of course going to be going over the last points that I brought up. And this is also going to be referencing a feature in Modern Warfare that not many people are actually talking about. And I brought this feature up in my good, okay, and bad Modern Warfare video not too long ago, but that feature is how after every single game, the lobby automatically disbands and puts you into a brand new lobby of different players. And you could take that feature and directly correlate it with your recent game performance, because we already know skill-based matchmaking is in Modern Warfare, and those two things go hand in hand with each other. Think about it. Let's say you get a couple good games in, like let's say you go like 30-5 a couple games in a row, right? Well, after you do well for a couple games, skill-based matchmaking is going to kick in and automatically disband you from that lobby of, like, let's say kids that aren't as good, and throw you into a brand new lobby of players that are closer to your skill level. It honestly is just all adding up right now. I never understood why this feature was in the game, and I even said in that video that I did not like that feature, so I'm just taking those two and just putting them together, and I don't think that's too far-fetched to say either. And again, I haven't seen anybody bring this up in any videos, any comments, social medias, whatever have you. No one is saying this, so you guys can let me know in the comments down below if this just blew your mind, or you guys could even say like if you guys disagree with this, or if you guys just agree with this in general. Let me know, because I think I may have cracked the code on this one. So with all that stuff being said, guys, my final conclusion, or what I believe you guys should take away from today's video, is that skill-based matchmaking is a very glaring issue here in Modern Warfare, and I just really hope the developers not only acknowledge this problem, but actually take proper measures to fix it entirely. And I just have to point this out because I find this hilarious, but if any of you guys have like social media or even Twitter specifically, if you guys go to these developers' mentions whenever they tweet out anything regarding Modern Warfare, just look at their replies. There are literally nothing but people complaining about skill-based matchmaking. It is arguably the biggest issue in Modern Warfare, and the fact that these developers don't even acknowledge it as a serious problem in the game just speaks volumes to me. Like, how hard is it to just come out publicly and be like, hey, we're hearing you guys are complaints. Yes, skill-based matchmaking is in the game, and we thought it would be good, but if you guys all hate it, we'll take it out in our next update. But no, they just don't say anything. And when they don't say anything, that just pisses off the Call of Duty community even more. I don't know, man. It just blows my mind. I really hope they address this problem, because it is easily my #1 issue with this game. So if they don't take it out, I just won't have any incentive to continue to play the game, because I don't want to play every single game like there's $1 million on the line and I have to sweat my absolute ass off. And it just continues to boggle my mind why these developers just don't don't understand that public matches should be casually oriented. That's what made Call of Duty great in the first place. If you love skill-based matchmaking so much and want to create a competitive oriented atmosphere, just implement a ranked playlist like League Play or something, where players going into it know that they're playing kids of their equal skill level. If I'm playing public matches, I just want to go for nukes and drop kill streaks. I don't want to have to worry about sweating my ass off every single game. And one big tip I could give you guys playing Modern Warfare is that if you guys want to avoid skill-based matchmaking as much as possible, definitely go play Ground War, because it seems like with crossplay on, as well as there also being more players for games, it just seems like you're not getting matched up against kids as much to your equal skill. It's more random and whatnot, which has probably been the main reason I've been playing Ground War more than the regular 6v6 or 10v10 modes, because whenever I play Ground War, I actually have fun and I could drop streaks and just do well in general. So definitely give Ground War a try, even though it pretty much is like a ripoff of Battlefield and it's not really Call of Duty. It's just the best game mode to play at the moment, in my personal opinion. So yeah, guys, that's going to wrap up today's video. And like I say at the end of every single video I do here on my channel, if you guys haven't already, definitely drop a like on today's video, as well as if you guys also want to see skill-based matchmaking removed here in Modern Warfare. And also comment down below your guys' thoughts, whether or not if you guys agreed with what I had to say or if you guys disagreed with what I had to say. Of course, subscribe to the channel and turn on those bell notifications so you guys get notified every single time I upload a new video here on my channel. Follow my Twitch and all of my social medias that I will have, of course, linked down in the description down below. And until next time, I will catch you guys in the next video.